You must have a strategy that is well thought out.
mulingile mwakwata isuma iyo yakoba kutilatinga mwapela abantu bayimona bayishi bati cheno chondembele nachiwama.
Having a strategy is only part of it.
Ukukwata fye isuma cho mulembela mapanga yenu awe chilabako chintu chimwe chituntulu.
Making other people understand your strategy is a whole nother issue.
Ukupanga abantu ukuishi bati ife byalembele fintu nafiwama chisenda fye iwo kuibikapo nukuishi bati awo nomba fyawama.
You have to be able to show both your coach and potential investors that you understand how the economy works.
Mulingile nomba mwalanga balaba de mishita futi mwalanga na bala bantu abamishita ko bala basuma ukutila tulole bika molupia aishi bati fyo nomba valembele nefya chitile na fiwama.
That is why we spent so much time talking about these things.
Eicho twaliposele nshita ikalamba sana ukulanda pa fintu ifi.
And how extra money would help not only you, but the community.
Nomba nenda lama shimbi shapamalinga mwakwata techafweko imomweka bachalafu ako na bantu balesangwa fiemo mushi.
You need to have a basic understanding of finances.
Mulingile mwakwata ko umomusela uwa kuishiba mufya rupia mufya ndalama.
And I think we may need to go back and study a few of these things more.
Kairi batontonkanya ba Pastor Mike no kutila titulinge nomba tuwawekela kunuma no kubelenga fintu fimo finono efe totwale mbele bwino neve tutwamfuikishe.
So we talk about how to fill out a profit and loss form.
Nomba tuwalala ndapo efyo nomba twinga funyamo ubukumo mufyo tulechita mufya makwevo.
And it makes me, I want to find out how many people are actually doing that every month.
Kairi balefwaya ukuishiba kaino kusanga nibanga abantu abalechita efyo lyonse umwenshi umonga walekelesha.
We talked about pro formas or finances in the future.
Twalandile pandalama shimo ishinga bakuntanshi esho muntu enga kabilo kukwata.
Because without that, you have no way to explain
Bantu ukwabulecho te tukote kwenshila iya kutila winga londolo le fintu.
how an investor would get paid back.
Balya abalebi kamo na bena kuti babwela kunuma amwana ndokoba kutila ati iwe wewe londo le fita wishibe buno bwino.
Investors rarely want to just donate money to you.
Balya abalebi kamo urupia babikamo rupia muchintu chimo ichikwete kwa mano nga wachilondo na bebele shibati fya londolo yu nafikwata mano olobenga bikamo.
They want to loan you money or invest in your business.
Balefwaya bakongwesheko rupia lumo ukutila twinga bikamo mu makwebo yobe.
Because the investment will make your company worth more money.
bantu balabela ebikamo rupiya awe yalapanga akuampani kobe kutila kenga kwato rupiya olwingi,
which means you can make more money and they will make money.
kuti wapanga rupiya olwingi sana na bena kuti wapanga rupiya.
But without a plan,
nomba ukuabula business plan isuma,
and without a strategy,
nokuabula n'obutandiko bumbi busuma,
and without financial pro formas,
kairi kuabula umutanda umo uwa rupiya isuma,
there is nothing that will show them how they can make money from your business.
takuli chintu nangu chimo ichinga balangisha ukoba kutela tuyinomba tubike mu rupiya ukwabula ifintu balumbula mwe batemu ikwa.
It is going to take a lot more than just a business plan
awe chala senda fye ukuchilapo fye iyo business plan eyo tunga kwata,
but we can't even start teaching that until you understand how to do a business plan.
nomba tete twambe fye ukufunda ebyo fyuntu kano fye nomba mwaishiba efyo mwinga butuka na makwebo yenu.
You also have to be able to explain what your skills are.
Na kabili mufile fye nomba mwambo okulondolola chinshi echo mwaishibisha nangu chinshi echo mwaishibisha efyo fili nefyo fitantikwe.
You need to be able to explain what skills you don't have and what you need.
kairi mufile fye nomba mwalondolola efyo sikiwe notamukwete nefyo mulekabila.
If you can't tell an investor what skills are needed, you can't identify the investment you need.
imwenga tikuti mwaeba ulya ulepamba mu rupiya efyo mulekabila kungana masikiyu mukwete nishinomba mwailondolola nefyo benga bikamo kai nefyo mwenga chitamakwebo.
You also have to understand your marketplace.
kaidi mufile nomba nemo bwene mwaishiba patisankano inchende yatisankano epo mulesangwa,
which means to understand your competitors.
ichile pilo kobo kutila ati nomba mufile mwaishiba bala bantu ebo mulesangwa nabo ebo mulechana nabo makwebo,
And be able to explain if your market is growing.
kaino kwamba okulondolola bushemu tisankano chenu kulifile kula.
Your investor is probably not going to come from Zambia.
awe uliole bikamo rupiya limo twatila titeti afume mu Zambia,
So they have no idea how things work in Zambia.
so tabakwetepo ubwishibilo mumo efyo fintu fimo fibomba mu Zambia,
How things are bought and sold,
come again,
how are things bought and sold,
efyo ifintu fishitishwa nefyo fintu bashita,
because the marketplace in Zambia works very different than in America.
pantu mutisankano chesu mu Zambia filabombako fimo fintu fimo vyapisanako ukuchila muno mu Amerika, kuchila mu Amerika.
So you have to be able to explain how it all works.
kainu fye nomba imo nomba mwalondolola efyo fyonse fibomba.
For the most part, the answers that I got back
nomba musela umbi amasuko eyo nasende noye namwene kunu moku.
Explain all of this as if you were talking to somebody from Zambia.
Nomba ivilondolola fyonse fikutila tu ulelanda kumuntu mo ulefuma Zambia.
But your business plan has to explain how things work to somebody not from Zambia.
Nomba a business plan yobe ifye nomba ya londololwa kumuntu mo ushilefuma Zambia.
Explain to them how the market works and how people choose where to buy things.
Londololeni patisankano panchende mulesangwa nefyo abantu basala nga baleshita ifintu.
Once you have a well-written business plan,
nga namukwata buno bwino amakwebo aya business plan atantike bwino nabantu bonse kuti bayishiba na ulolebika mu rupia kuti ayishiba tifya londolele nafikwata amano.
then coaches and mentors can start helping you to take the next step.
Balanomba bali abakakansha n'abali emipanga kuti bamyafwa ukusenda urutampulo na lumbi urusuma.
If you remember, we talked about how we need new money into the community.
Nga mwayishiba kairi nga mwayivukisha twayilandirepo efyo twinga fwaya indala meshipya munchende motulesangwa.
That means a few people need to grow their business beyond the local market.
Ichirepilo koba kutila ti abantu abanono balekabila amakwebo ayakalamba sana ukuchila pa makwebo alifya ya chikaya.
That is going to take some extra effort and skills.
Ifyo nomba efya alasenda amakaya mo n'obwishibilo bumo.
There will be some people that will just stay in the local market.
Kukabafya abantu bamo abakalaikala fya patisankano cha chikaya.
And they are important and they are necessary.
Baliba abakankala kali baliba abantu bamo basuma abakuchirishwapo.
But you're going to need a few people to become to grow beyond Zambia.
Nomba ulingile wakabila kufya abantu abanono ukutila ati benga kushama kwebo yolo kuchilapo fya pa Zambia.
Otherwise, we are just taking the same amount of money around the circle.
Anga tuafirwe efyo balondolola ni shindala mashi Yesu shikala abafye pamope nefye shikala shunguruka fye.
To be one of those people is going to require some very specific skills.
Ukuba pabantu abo abenga kushama kwebo nomba chalafu aikako ukwata uwishibilo bumo ubuemeko.
And part of that is the ability to either speak English well or to have a partner that does.
Awe kuchitisha palicho nishi ulingira wakwata kualanda kwe chisungu nangula wakwata ko umuntu mwasho kulanda chisungu uinga kwa fuako.
It also will require to be able to write effectively in English.
kaili chilekabila ukutila tuwalemba bwino bwino sana vile mfika mutsungu.
If you can't, then you need to find a partner or somebody that can help you.
Ngatawa ishiwo kulembe tsungu we mutemu ikwa fwa yako omuntu umo uinga kwa fwako ukulembe tsungu chile mfika cho bantu babelenga baishi batinalemba bwino.
And it will require access to the internet.
Kaili chalakabila no bwishimilo mo kai chalakabila no kwata kwa nshila imo kutila tuwinga butuka nefya makwebo.
And it may take time and investment to get that.
Ya nga senda fidia nga ishiba.
But we have to
Yes, Pastor Mark.
I'm sorry. We
Yes,
have
go on,
to,
Pastor Mark.
it's going to take time and money to make all of that
Nomba
happen.
chala senda inshta nindalama ukutila twinga pushisha mufyo tulebomba.
But we are going to start coaching these skills.
Nomba tualamba ukufunda ifi balelanda pof ma skills.
I want to explain again the difference between a mentor and a coach.
Yes, Pastor Mark.
I want to explain again the difference between a mentor and a coach.
Nomba balefu ya balondolole pakati kamuntu panga na pakati kamuntu funda.
Mentors are going to be with you through the long term.
Bali abapanga bala abana imwe ukupwisha fye yonse inshito bakabana imwe.
To help you as an individual to succeed.
Ukumyafu ako imwe palwenu ukutila ti mwinga pulinkanya.
They will be part friend and part accountability partner.
Kwabako munabo umo uwena uwala pendu wako tukabana nkweno kusuntinkana yena.
To understand your goals.
Ukutila tuminge shiba ichimono chenu.
To help you write them down.
Ukumyafu afyo mwinga filemba.
And remember, the goals are short term, medium term, and long term.
Nomba ibukisheni ifya chimonwa mupepi pakati kairi na fimwe fitaliko.
And they will help you not only write your goals down,
Yalamya fuako iko no kulemba fye ifya chimonwa panshi.
But they will ask you to be accountable to doing what you said you were going to do.
Kairi fyalamya fuako ukutila ti mwinga funtulako no kushibati ifi echo ninga chita ifite chinchite.
If you want to be successful, accountability partners are important.
Nga ulefo kubo muntu uwatunguluka nangula uinga ya pantanshi muntu mo uinga penda uwaishiba awe ali mukankala sana mwewobe.
Otherwise, we say we're going to do things and don't make the time.
kaili twatila ti twalapanga chamo uyu muntu balelanda nishi kuti wakunguka bwangu bwangu.
And it is your mentor's job to make sure you do what you say you're going to do.
Kaili ni nchito yakakapanga ukuishi bati wabomba efyolelanda kutila ena enga puisha no kubomba na iwe stadi bechikankala.
And if you don't, then we have to ask, are you serious?
Nomba nga wafirwa ufile fye nomba waipusha bushe iwe na uposa kwa mano sana uruwa kakata pali ifitule chita.
Or are your goals unrealistic?
Bushe ichi mono chobe chirifye cha chine.
That is what your mentor helps you with on a regular basis.
Kaili efyo kapanga akakwafuako na makwebo fya ya chikaya elo yo lebutuka nayo.
I will be helping with coaching.
Kaili bena bakala tuwafuako no kufunda.
Especially in the area of writing your business plan.
Makamaka munchende imo umwa mutwingalemba mutulelemba business plan yensu.
I will be starting with that very soon.
Balamba nefyo nombali nefye.
Coaches are very specific to a task.
Awe bakapanga bena babafye buno bwino napakati munchito mumulimo oyo benga bomba.
A mentor will help you through every phase of getting your business to grow.
Uliakapanga ala kwafu ako vimuli fyonse kutila ati enga senda makwebo yobe yenga kula.
Coaches will just help you help lots of businesses with just one of those phases.
Awe nakafundisha ala kwafu makwebo fye ayengi kutila tuwinga pitamo no kuishiba no kusambirila.
Because not all mentors have that skill set.
Nomba te bonse abapanga abakwata po bwishibilo muri yo musela.
And I know a few people have been sending me messages that they hope I will coach them.
Kaina beshiba abantu abanono lebe tumine misela no tusebo tumo kuti kushiba tukushe bakala bafunda.
I just say, be careful what you ask for, because I will be tough.
Awe batilati chenjeleni kaliposeni kwa mano mufyo mulea mulifume ipusha pantu bakabako abashupa kwa panono.
I want you to be successful.
Balefwa ya imwe mube abalunduruka.
And I understand what the steps are.
Kainomba nabe shiba efyo intampulo shenu shiri.
And I will push you to get stronger and better.
Kaibale tusunkirisha ukutila twinga fya bakosa naba babuino.
I have learned how smart all of you are.
Nomba naba sambirila po efyo bonse fye tudi abachenjela.
Before I made my trip to Zambia,
Epo taba panga urutampula nangula uruendo la kusambia.
I will tell you honestly, we don't understand people in Zambia.
Kaibale tuweba muchishinka ukutila ti vena tabe shiba abantu abamu Zambia.
It is not until I visited you that I understand a little bit about you.
kano fye panshitayimu batutandalile bonomba bayishibeko pa nono fye pali baifwe.
But now I have a great respect for all of you.
Nomba nabakwata omuchinshi fyo ukalamba sana pali baifwe mkwaya poto abatotelako.
I firmly believe you can change your community.
Awo bena nabakwata ukusumina kai nabakwata mono kupama muri baifwe kutila tifwe kutwachinja inchende eyo tuleikalako.
I firmly believe you can change your country.
Kaili nabe shiba kutila ifwe kutwachinja nechalo chesu icha Zambia.
And I believe that God has a plan to use you to help change the world.
Kaili nabasumina ukutila tilesa nakwata amapange kutila enga tubomfya kutwinga pilibula ichalo.
And I believe that you have the brains and the desire to make that happen.
Kaina basumina ukoba kuna tukwata amano no kukabila ukupanga ifyo kutila kutufya chitika.
And if you have God on your side,
Kairinga natukwata lesa pali balirwesu.
who stands a chance against you?
Ni nani uinga twiminina no kuputula ishuko.
So be strong,
Tentu baba kosa,
be courageous,
tubefye aba pama na bashipikisha.
and chase your dreams.
Kairi tentu pepeke ifiloto fyesu.
As a coach,
Nga kafundisha,
we are going to dramatically change your business plan.
awe ifwe twala posha koshana mano kucha twinga pilibula business yobe iya pantanshi nangula makwebo yobe iya pantanshi.
I am working to do this both one-on-one and in small groups.
Kairi balebo mbela po ukubomba ififintu pakati fye umona ngula muibumba limwe linono.
And expect to hear in the next few days to get scheduled for those calls.
Kairi chinono shileisa kutila kimwekasenda kwa butanchi ko bumo kuli bakafundisha.
So you will have not just this training class, but coaching and mentoring.
Imwe teloka kwa tefye ukufundishiwa fye ifitule funda pa batukwata abantu amo bakutupanga na bakutola ko pantanshi ero bakala tufunda.
So you will have a mentor that meets with you regularly.
Kaili twakwata ko muntu mwa kutupanga uo tukala kumanya kona ifwe lyonse.
But you will also have some coaching classes specific for you and your type of business.
Kaili twakwata kofye na balaba letu panga abaletu kansha makamaka ifwe na makwebo yamo eo tulebomba nayo.
So if there are, sometimes there are 8 or 10 of you that have the same type of business.
Simonshitanga kuliko abantu amo bali 10 nangula 8 bakwete kwa makwebo yamo yene.
So some of that we will coach you one-on-one.
abamusango efyo bakala bafunda umo na umo na umo.
But sometimes the coaching will be in small groups.
Nomba shimonshita ukufunda kaba kofe mumabumba ya nono.
Your mentoring will always be one-on-one.
Balya abakala tupanga lyonse bakala bafye umofye na umo na umo.
But the coaching to write a business plan, some of it can be done in small groups.
Nomba balya bakafundisha nga tulefa tukutuke na business plan bambiri bakala funda mumabumba yamo.
I am intentionally leaving some time today for questions.
Nomba lelo balefwaya basheko abantu benge pisha kwa mepisho yamo.
And the questions today, hopefully, are specifically about mentors and coaches.
Kainame pusho oyo tuwalambo kuipusha limbi chilingile fenomba cha shintilila pali kapanga noyo muntu winga kansha ifwe.
So, for example, if you have a question about what subjects you should talk about to your mentor,
Muchilangililo nga natukwata ili pusho kulanda ushe muselanshi oyo muntu engalandapo uliole tufunda finshi utu engalandapo.
or you might have a question about how to prepare for that call.
Nangula kuti wakwata ili pusho efyo winga pekanya wino kubwite bulya.
If you have a question, raise your hand and let's talk about being prepared for mentors and coaches in the next few weeks.
Ngana mukwata ili pusho ipekanyeni ukuipusha efe tuingalanda pali bakapanga nabenga latufunda na munseleyo baletila mulungu milingu shilaisa bakalanda pali ifyo.
Seth, it looks like Kelvin has a hand up.
Akuli kwete kuboko kwa ikuchaimia alanda ipusha ukweteli ipusho aimia kuboko alanda elo balondolola bamaka.
Yes, go ahead and unmute yourself, Kelvin. Go ahead.
Yes, my question is on the meeting days, since we'll be having a mentor separately and the coach separately. I believe that the days will differ. So how do you intend to schedule our meeting days? Does that mean we'll be meeting more than once in a week? Or how do you plan to give us the schedule for both coaching and mentorship?
Yes, it will mean more than once a week, and your mentor and you will just schedule a time that works for both of you to meet. But the coaching, depending on the subject, sometimes a coach will join that same call, and sometimes we'll do a group coaching, like for business plans, similar to this one, where it will be 5 or 6 or 10 people together.
Balelo ndolo kobo kutila bachipusha ba Kelvin kobo kutila ti mala balanda po bantu bakala tupanga na bakala tufunda bushe ubutanti kobo kabashani bala kumana fyo mulungu umo na ngula bala panga shani so batilo kobo kutila ti tukala kumana kobo kutila ti limo bakala mipanga mukapanga enshiku na bakala mifunda na bena kabo kupanga enshiku shimo kutila benga tufunda no kumfuikisha.
Can I give an example, Mark?
Please.
So, for instance, some people on this call, you have chickens.
Muchilangilo abantu bamonga kutefuna mkwate nkoko.
buy the chickens for a price.
mwachite enkoko pa mutengo umo.
Some of you have 50, some of you have 30, some of you have 100.
Bamuna mukwata enkoko 50, 30, bambina mukwata 100.
You have to then give them injections and feed your chickens until they are maybe 6 weeks old.
Fere mwachipelako enkoko imanyeleti kuti achinga kula shafisha nenshiku 6. Nemilungu 6.
Some of you in your business plan, maybe your goal is to get up to 300 chickens.
Bambi mwe makwebo yenu muleste na chimuna kushemfuma kwa tengo 60 or 100.
And in your business plan, you have stated that your current location of just around your house is not big enough for such an endeavor.
Awe mwale londola buno bwino business plan yenko kutela chinomba tamkwe na mkwata kwenchende imo oyo mwinga butusha mufya nkoko na makoyo mulebo mfya.
You need another space if you are going to expand to more than, say, 150 chickens.
Mule kabila inchende ikalamba sana nga mulefu amukusheko kuchila pali 100 no kushisha pankoko.
Also, the price that you are selling the chickens is always the same. It is just the same amount.
No mutengo oyo mulesha pwenkoko fye chimochine.
But some people in other places, they sell their chickens for more.
Bambi munchende shimbi balasha kwenkoko kuchisha pone shingi.
But you do not know how to connect to such an opportunity.
Nomba tamoya shoko tuminga suntinkana kuli reshu kone nshita.
And also the prices are always the same. You cannot change them for the feed and for the medicine for the chickens.
Kairi no mutengo wa fya chimochente timufunyeko kufima fya kulisha nkoko ne fya shala fotu bonfya.
So a mentor will talk with you and walk with you through your individual plan to grow your business.
Kairi ulole tupanga akalaenda na ifwe ukulanda na ifwe kutila chiutana mwana umu aishiba kuti enga kushama kwebo yakwe.
But a coach is someone we bring in who can actually specifically explain how to be able to take your chickens to a different place and get a better price.
Nomba uliole tufunda ena engila mufino kulondolola ife tuinga senda makwebo Yesu pamushinko umo uwaibelako.
A coach is a person that can explain the kind of property that will allow you to make a jump and take a risk with getting another property.
Kairi uliole tufunda ena muntu moinga londo kutila tuinga senda kwa chimwe chipe. No kubuksha panchende imo kutila iwe na chimbi chupo chosendele chilinga chafunyamo ne chipena chimbi.
They will know how much profit you need to be making before you can do such a thing.
Kai baka shiba bukumonshi obo winga funyamo epota wala chitachira chintu.
They will know the margin that you should have or savings you should have that will accommodate such a jump.
Kai bala ishiba no musela umo evilingile wa ishiba ifinga lundulula mucho kwete.
Because that coach is expert in how to build a chicken business.
Kakansha uriani shinomba shibisha ifyo enga kusha mumakwebo yobe ayankoko.
But the mentors are just people who will walk with you and because they are good at business.
Kairi bakapanga bena bakalaenda fina yuwe no kumona no kusha kwa makwebo yobe.
I hope this explains a little bit that it will be more occasional with a coach, but consistent with a mentor.
Awe batila ti awe kufundo kuno no fie nomba makamaka sana kubantu bali abakala tufunda then panono kaba kwa bantu wale bakala tupanga.
Thank you, Seth. Also, I know it seems like this is a big investment of time, but keep in mind that for some people, this will just be, you will have a local business and you will stay as a micro business or a small business and just sell locally.
Bambi mwe mwako timbi fintuna fishupa kwa chifirifye bwino. Bantu bambi mwakota makwebo ya kalamba sana. Bambi na mwakota makwebo ya rifipati sankano fya nono. Batifike saa kushaimwe ukuya pantanshi.
But a few of you will need to grow bigger.
nomba abanono muri baimwe mulingilemo kushako apakalamba.
And those people will need a lot of coaching.
Kaina abantu abo balekabila bakafundisha bengi.
If you want to stay in your local market, you might need just a little coaching.
Nga murefu aya ukwikala fye patisankano cha chikaya mulekabila fye abantu bakapanga banono fye.
But either way, you will need a mentor to help you stay focused.
Nomba na munshila imbi mulekabila kapanga kutila tuingekala na kutonta menso yobe mufyole chita.
The business plan helps us know who has the ability to make the leap.
Nomba I business plan tulemba inga bafwako kwata maka no kuishba ni nani ukweta maka ayo inga kushapa kalamba.
Because if you can convince somebody that your micro business is really good,
Ulingire washirina kwa muntu umo kobo kutila chao business yobe yena ile moneka fye ilifye buino.
you can probably convince somebody you have the ability to grow.
Kaili kuti washina kwa muntu umo kute na ukwata amaka ayakusha amakwebo yobe.
Any other questions?
Limbiri
Thank you,
pusho
Calvin.
mwe bate limbiri pusho mwe bate muikwa bate ovini ba mitotela. Aba kweteri pusho kuti mwa ipushanyi tata ina ifwe. So ipisheni bwangu bambiri manganda bambina muikala bambitelefu mokutali. So ipisheni bwangu tuleya.
So for those who were not on earlier, I did do a little bit of an explanation around the timeline.
Kairi mwe bashiri kunchende bailondolwele ubulondolo shibumo munono panshita.
We are now 8 to 12 weeks into our training and mentoring here on the training session.
Nomba tukalondolola efyo tukakwata abantu abakutupanga eryo tulesambirila masambiro yesu.
I think when I started this, we would have hoped that by now you would already be connected to your mentors.
Batondo ngo botolo bambire fi kufika pali nonshita ngana tsuntinkana ku bantu bamo abenga tufunda ko bwino.
Recruiting mentors is difficult.
Ukuingisha bakapanga chaliba ichashupa.
Some of them feel uncertain because they do not know Zambia at all.
Bantu bamo kuti bamfako budobu bantu beshibe Zambia apakalamba.
Some of them feel uncertain because they are very busy.
Bambi kuti bamfako kalya bantu bali bafya bataba.
So we have been recruiting more slowly than we had anticipated.
Nomba na tubika mabuno bwino panono kulingana hivyo tuingenekela.
But we are getting there slowly.
Tulefika pala panono.
So forgive me for being delayed, but we are getting close.
Bele niko mkwai pakuchelwa nomba tulefika panono.
And I believe over the next couple of weeks, we will have things activated at point of arrival for you.
Awe basumira kutira ti milungu ishile isatu wala kwa tefu mufia lalangisha kutira ti ponsi tuinge mfuikisha pachikomo.
We are doing the training of our mentors and coaches over the coming weeks.
Awe tuwalamba nombo kufunda pa bantu wabenga tupanga na bantu wabenga tsambirisha kufimu.
And all the time we will be connecting them in.
Kairi munshita imbi shita fe ikalamba tukala suntinkana.
One by one.
Umo.
And so this is happening, and we are excited about this.
ifi filechitika kai tuli abansansa pali ifi.
But it has taken a little bit longer than I thought.
Nomba chalasenda ko istapa ina onofie kutila nofa batontonkenye.
It has not been easy,
Tachabe fie ichanguka.
but we are getting close.
Nomba tureya mupepi na mupepi.
So thank you for your patience around this. I appreciate it.
Totela sana pakulolela kwenu nabatasha.
Looks like Calvin has another question.
Yeah, a quick one. I heard you say that you are not fully satisfied with our missions statement explanation in our business plans. So are you going to allow us to make some correction on that, or we will do that when mentors are assigned to us, and through the mentors now be able to make those corrections so that we have a clear and concrete missions. Then the other question
Okay,
is,
Kelvin,
is there...
let me interpret. Bale ipisho kwa kutila ati bambita balembele bwino. Elonga mwachumfwa bamakina balondole vingi sana ma business plan. So baletiro kwa kutila ati bwishe. Bala bale lomba kono mburusa bwishe. Kwa tumana kabiri kutila tuingalemba bwino na ngula bala isa tukalabe pusha kutila bingala tuafwako ife tuinga pusha yana ma business plan. Go ahead, Pastor Kelvin.
The second question is there a specific duration or time frame for this mentorship and coaching?
Hii pusho limbino mbabala ipisha kwa kutila tubushe kuliko insta ili feya yana kutila tabale tufunda bengala bana ifwe.
Thank you, Pastor Calvin. We are, yes, there is going to be plenty of opportunity to be constantly updating and changing all the parts of the business plan. And the mentor will help you to understand your goals and where you want to go. But I will be helping you as one of the coaches to get your business plan in writing and documented.
Baletilo kwa kutila tikaba kwa insta imone shuko limo ila kwa batukula pilo kwa fintu fimu mufe twalembele muri business plan. Kai balaba kesa na ngula balaba abakala funda tukalabe pusha bakamba nokula twalula ko mufe twalifyenye na bena ba Pastor Mike bakala tuafwa ko kufunda no kuishiba.
Sorry, I gave you a long sentence, Abraham.
Yes, Pastor Mike.
So I will try to keep them shorter.
And Kelvin, one thing that I would also add to what Mark is saying is the homework that has come in.
Kuya ukusambisha nombo kule isabu no bwino sana fe bakala tupela.
Some of them were very sharp in this area.
Fimo fikala kwa mkwa ifya kanshiwa munchende imo.
And some of them were very unclear.
Kali fimo tafia kalaba kwa tafire mfuika bwino bwino.
There was a wide variation.
Kuli bulondolo shubu kalamba sana.
We have been hesitant to give lots of feedback individually to people's business plans just yet.
Ifo nomba tuli nomba aba kulolela goba kutila twinga bwesha kubantu apapene nomba natolela kupanono.
But we will do this as a group on this platform.
Nomba tukabembe fi ngebumba pali chipandwe.
To deal with common mistakes.
Ukubomba na firubo efe tuapangile.
Common misunderstandings.
Na fimo ifya tuapangile ifya kana mfuikisha.
And your mentor will deal with the very specifics of your
kaili
business plan.
nabakapanga bakabomba nefine muri business plan iyesu.
Your mentor is not the investor.
Kapanga te muntu mo ukula posa mwa a.
So there is nothing to fear taking your existing business plan to your mentor.
Takuli ichakutina kusenda business plan kumuntu letupanga nokutwafako.
We are not worried if, wow, this business plan really needs work.
Ifwe atuli abasakamana kutila business nakabili lefaika pakalamba atuli abasakamana.
What the goal of this first phase has been is to get people thinking of a plan so they have much to discuss with their mentor.
Ichimonwa tuisile no kutule chitire fukushibati abantu lomba batontonkanya kutila tibamaki nabonga babwesha babashikili bamaki baishibati falembele fishinka.
Purpose has been to give a greater awareness to the group of the factors that limit their business and to get them thinking what they will do to navigate these challenges.
Umulimo wesu wakubika omuntu onse aishibwa kuba kutila takweta kwa mafyali yonse mufyo twalambo kubomba nabo.
So that when they speak to a mentor, they're not waiting for the mentor to have all the answers.
Ngabalanda kumuntu ule tupanga tabalolele kumuntu ule tupanga kutila tibenga bwesha kumasuko eyo tukwete.
Coaches will have answers to such problems.
Balia bakala tufunda bakala kwata amasuko kumafya yalia.
And mentors will have answers to some problems.
Kaili na bena balia bakala tupanga bakwata amafya kumafya yamo amasuko kumafya yamo.
But this training is meant to allow you to figure out the solutions to your problems.
Nomba ukukufunda kwapa nkutla tuingala funyamo kuta tuingala puisha amafya otukwete.
And I think this is sort of in our minds how this threefold support will work.
Kaili batontonkanya kuba utati mumano Yesu fyala kwata ifintu fitatu kutla tufinga tuwafa kunoku mfika bombe.
Coaches to troubleshoot limitations.
Balia bakala tupanga bena bakala pitirisha ko chiro chintu chimo chira chitikisha kunokuwa chimo chine.
Mentors to work the journey.
Kaili bakapanga bakala bomba no rwendo rwesu.
And this training to give you as much information so you can figure it out and see the full landscape yourself.
Ukukufunda kwala tuwa fokota tuingala funyamo fimo fyale tushuka no kumona eko tuleya.
Sorry, Mark, back to you.
No, that's great. And I think Kelvin asked about how long, just these classes or the mentoring. I wasn't clear. Would go.
Kaili
The mentorship when we
The
start a new
mentorship-
phase.
Yeah, the mentorship is a one-on-one that's intended to be pretty long-term, but it's really going to be between the business person and the mentor.
ukupanga kala vyo nomba chila umona umo akalonkana abale tupanga nomba chikashintirula pa muntu kweta makwebo nole utukana makwebo yakwe.
You're asking mentors for a 1-year commitment.
Yes, but if you are a micro business that's raising
Nomba.
chickens,
Ngana ukwata makwebo ya chikaya fye ule bomba nenkoko.
it's really going to come down to how much you're getting from this and the value of it.
Kai nomba chala isa nomba mukuishiba buje shinga ule senda muri ife vole bomba nafyo no bukankala buri moni bunshi.
We're asking that the mentors commit to a year.
No kuipusha kwa kutila tibala bale kupanga balingile fyo nomba baishi bo mwaka fe nse bafe na iwe.
But if you don't need them for a year, that is something that can be discussed. But most people will need them for long term.
Nomba ngataule bafwaya mu mwaka icho kabavukulanshanya bati abantu abengi kutwa bakabila panstaff ya Italy.
We are here to help, not to be a burden on your business.
tuli pano mukwafwa aikona kuba ifisendo pamakwebo yobe.
But if you don't have time to talk to a mentor, maybe you're not ready to grow your business.
Ngata ukwete nshita ya kulanda na kulika kansha yobe ni shimuli chiryata wipekenye ukwamba kusha makwebo yobe.
Does that answer your question, Kelvin?
Yes, it does. Now it has prompted me to ask another question. I apologize for asking many questions. You've given us two categories. Like there are those who are doing businesses focusing locally, and those who want to go abroad. So now, what of those who want to do education business? Like you want to start up a school, again with a vision of starting as a local, then making it an international school where you are able even to enroll pupils internationally, especially those missionaries who are coming in Zambia, maybe to stay for quite a period of time. You target those to join your school. So which category are you going to fit such kind of business, since we have two categories here? That will help even to know the time frame of a mentor. For how long will I be with a mentor when I understand that? Yeah.
And I want to be clear. I am just, when I say two categories, nothing changes between the two categories.
Awe balefu aya babeko pakati no kumfikisha buno bwino ole bastirate mabumba abiri takuli fichinja pa mabumba abiri.
I just mean that if you are going to grow outside of Zambia, you will need new skills.
Bachipilo kwa kutati ngolefu kukusha kukuchirafe mu Zambia munse ya Zambia ulefu aika skill ipya.
And the education business is extremely important, and you will have the coaching and mentoring stays the same for both groups.
Kairi makwebo aya skulu walafu aika kufunda buno bwino pakati ke skulu na muntu ule kukanshako.
It's just we'll be coaching a different type of skills.
Tukala funda ifya pisana ifya ma skills.
And it will be custom built for every business. That's why it's taking so long.
Kairi tukala posa kusana manu kutonta pamakwewa pisana kufo chilepe echo chilesendera na nshitei kalamba sana.
Because you guys are smart and your business plans were much broader than we were prepared for.
Imwe muri abachenjela kaina business plan yenu ilifye iya buta ukuchira nefye mulenekela.
You have challenged us.
Ifwe na mutu sonsomba buno bwino sana.
Now it is our job to catch up with you.
Nomba nishto yesu nomba kuta twinge mana imwe nomba twingendera chapamu.
Great questions. Thank you.
Pastor Kelvin, thank you so much.
God bless
Thank
you.
you.
Back
And
to
I've
you,
been
Seth.
helped.
Yes, and if Kelvin is asking, then everyone, it's in other people's minds to ask also. So thank you today for all being on this call. We appreciate you. And we'll be in touch with you over the next week or two. We'll see you next week for the same time.
Totela sana bonse mwe baliko na bonse mwe bakutika kusambira kwa lelo bami muno mulungu leisa tukaba bonse na kabiri.
Thank you, Pastor Abraham, for your wonderful, marvelous translation today.